Hi,
Hey
guys.
everyone, welcome back to the His and Hers the Truth podcast. My name
Yes.
is Tuan. This is my lovely wife.
Sim, great seeing everyone, and thank you for all that love. We've noticed our algorithm has gone up, so people aren't really always shadow watching. So definitely gotta
Yeah,
press the like button
couple
and
things I've
subscribe.
noticed, right? You guys have been commenting a lot more, so thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Keep commenting, right? Push this content out there, guys. This
Mm-hmm.
truth is always suppressed, always kind of like shadow banned. And
Yeah.
of course, guys, just spread this awareness specifically to our Asian brothers because I'm really trying to get our Asian brothers better freaking outcomes, right?
Yes.
Better dating market, obviously apps, swipes on the dating apps,
Mm-hmm.
right? Less self deletion rate, guys, right? Higher self esteem, increase your values, get better outcome with women, Asian, different ethnicities, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then, of course, guys, we're going to be having a live here coming up here on the 25th.
Yeah.
So please come and check that out. We're going to have new Asian brothers and sisters on the guests. They're navigating this globalized sexual dating market right now. So I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Our sisters and brothers are still out there
Yeah.
trying to find love, right, honey bun? Trying to
Mm-hmm.
find, and
Trying to find love.
yeah, and having to deal with this, this ideology, right, and having to
Mm-hmm.
deal with the sad truth
Mm-hmm.
of this culture, stereotypes, culture, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Ideology too. Okay, guys. But guys, hey, please subscribe to the channel, right? Smash the like button, turn on your notification bell, and of course, at the
share.
end, share and comment
Comment.
this video. Okay, guys. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
so the video we're reacting today to, honey, is we don't do these often, guys, but it's a short TikTok video
Okay.
from this Asian girl that just kind of popped up on my YouTube feed. I
Oh,
was specifically searching for Asian men dating black women because I kind of wanted to react to that topic, but then this video popped up
okay.
and I thought it was something good for us to react to.
Okay.
And plus, give our Asian brothers out there, like I
Perspective.
said,
Mm-hmm.
this kind of dating market perspective. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the Midwest, so I have no beauty standards from South Korea. I might look exotic, but I'm Wonder Bread white on the inside. You're about to be in for a big disappointment if you're expecting a submissive, docile Asian to take care of you. But it really bothered me.
Okay, so what do you think about that first thing? So first off, she's adopted, right? So yeah, she's
Mm-hmm.
Korean, maybe
Yeah, no,
Chinese.
she
she
said
looks
Korean.
Korean,
She said she's Korean.
but she's obviously adopted. So she didn't grow up in an Asian family. But regardless, guys, this is kind of the stereotypical Asian American female,
Yeah.
right? And what did she say there specifically, honey
She's
bun?
like,
Not.
she's not the typical like submissive type Asian. If that's the thing you're looking for,
Mhm.
she's like totally, white bread, internally soul.
Yeah,
So
she's a strong,
yeah.
independent woman, guys.
She might be exotic on the outside, like she's saying she's Asian on the outside, but it doesn't mean she is, not white bread on the inside because, her soul and everything.
She's-
So she's the modern woman.
She's grown up with this feminism ideology,
Mhm.
westernized, and this is the thing I want to remind my Asian brothers. Like, you're not going to find that traditional woman as common anymore,
Yeah.
right? You guys need to wake up and realize that
Very
yeah,
little.
there's,
Not that
there's still a very small
Very
percentage
small.
of them. There's obviously, if you go, if you're a passport bro, you're going back to the homeland, you probably have a better chance of finding it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, what do I remind you guys? Women are women. They're going to want hypergamy. They want the highest men's values.
Yep.
And now with this globalized sexual market, even if they're traditional, right, they still want the highest men possible.
True.
Right? So that just means they want the tallest, the strongest, the richest, the most status, right? And all those things they still want, regardless if they're traditional.
Yeah.
Okay.
When these guys would say, yeah, I don't like black women, because that's what it always came down to, that they didn't date black women. Their moms are black, their sisters are black, their cousins are black. I'm like, would you say this to their face? That's weird. So I kind of pick and prod after I already decided, yeah, I'm done with this, I'm out, because anybody who says something like that just is an immediate red flag. But it always came down to the same stupid stereotypes that black men always have to say about women. They're loud, they're masculine, they don't know how to treat a man, they wear fake hair. So what? So what? You don't have to put down an entire race of women because you have a preference. I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the
Okay, honey,
Midwest.
so what about those two things? I hear that all the time, and when there's this argument of why black men don't date, black women, right? Your mama's black, your sister black, your cousin black, right?
Yeah.
They always say that. And then, of course, the last thing, right? Which is funny. I mean, I'll get my input, but I want to hear your input. So she said all of the traits that are very commonly stereotyped with black women, right? Masculine, loud, overweight, fake hair, right? And then she had the gall, the audacity to say, so what? Like, men don't care about these things. Or the fact that if we did care, she didn't give a shit what we cared about. So what do you think about those two things?
Well, they always say stereotypes is for a reason. I'm not saying all African women are like that, because we have
But in general,
in
guys.
general, like out broad general, because we have African friends who are in, like in the pretty, like white collar dominant, like, work field that don't act like that. Their hair, their nails aren't like long and crazy.
And one thing I've noticed,
makeup is subtle.
and
their
one thing,
attitude isn't
and
like that.
what is one common thing that we've noticed, whether it is a black man or a black woman that doesn't express these stereotypical black traits? What's the common thing that you've noticed, honey?
Yeah, because they're working in a white collar edge,
No,
those kind of
they
fields.
marry outside of their race. I've noticed that.
There's some friends that I had that
but-
married each other,
But in general, they
Okay.
marry outside of their race.
Yes, the
right?
husband's
We have a
white or
bunch of people we know in our
Uh-huh.
freaking sports groups, my
Yeah.
friends.
and they don't act like that.
They don't act like that. And what do they marry outside their race?
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
they married, some married outside their race, but I've noticed the ones that we do know that work in the white collar, community or business, like, don't act like that for women. I'm just saying for women too. They don't act like
For men and women.
Yeah, men or women.
And that's my point. And when they act like that,
Yeah.
they don't marry within their race.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
more of the ghetto-ish sort of, out there that acts that way.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with her, because like there is stereotype for a reason, but I'm not saying that all black people are like that. There are a percentage that don't act like that, and there are good, decent men and black women.
But let's be
that are
honest,
better.
guys. Let's be honest. The
So.
generalized thing is that's the way, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna flip the script on this chick, right?
Mhm.
Right? I guarantee you, she doesn't date Asian men. Her preference isn't probably Asian men,
Mhm.
right? So think about it, right? What are the traits of the stereotypical Asian man? And like I said, it hurts, right, guys? It hurts. I guarantee you, all my loyal viewers that watch me, I'm hoping you guys are improving out there, right? If you're a short dude, go work out, go freaking
Buff
fix
up.
your hygiene, right? Get your style on point, right? But in general, we're short than the average ethnicities, right? In general, we're less outgoing, we're less aggressive, right?
But there's a lot of things you can work on.
Well, let me finish, honey. Right? And then in general, right? We're more nerdy, right? We tend to be not as the alpha male persona, right? And then of course, even though we have finance and we have money, we really don't focus on status, right? We're not out there. We're not driving Lambos. We're not driving Ferraris. We're not going out there and saying, look at me, right? This is the stereotypical, right? Would it be stupid of me? I would say even retarded of me if I told her, hey, so what? Right? All my Asian sisters, so what? Why don't you date our Asian brothers if they, have these traits? Why don't you date them if they're only 5'5"? Why don't you date them if they're freaking nerdy, geeky, poor hygiene, bad breath? Why don't you do this? So what?
Yeah.
Right?
You wouldn't like that.
Right? So why do black men have to put up with black women's traits? Right? It shouldn't be a so what. You want the outcome, then change. Right? So guys, Asian brothers, we have to change too. Right? We have to be what women want. I keep saying this. Have the traits that women want, and then you will have your options of all ethnicities, not just Asian sisters, right?
Yep.
Okay? And then lastly, I want to say, screw this chick, man, right? You guys, Asian women say this all the time, right? All the Asian sisters that will date only outside of their race, right? And we know this is a statistical fact. At least one thing I'll say about the black community, most black men, actually a lot of black men are married. Right? It's actually kind of a false stereotype that black men are single dads.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of them are married. And a lot of them are married to black women. What the black women are complaining about are the rich black men that become superstars, and then they start dating the Kim Kardashians or the white chicks, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that black women are complaining about. It's the Denzel Washingtons, the good black men that they're complaining about, right? But how asinine of me if I say to her, well, why don't
Michael
you date
Jordan.
your brother? Why do you say, oh, you seem to me like my brother or my dad, right? Well, Asian women say that to us all the freaking time, right?
And why don't you support your good black men? They would be probably around if your ass ain't complaining too much.
No, but
and don't have too much attitude. Because if
I'm
you
not.
have too much attitude,
I'm not
that is
talking
probably
about.
why.
I'm not talking about black now. I'm talking about the Asian women that think like this chick, right?
That's vice versa.
They'll literally say the same exact thing to the Asian brothers that she's saying that black men say to black women, right? Right?
vice
You know.
versa.
So my point is, well, what about your Asian brothers then? Why are you always say to your Asian, potential Asian men, right? Why do you always say to them, oh, well, you remind me of my dad, or you remind me of my brother, or you remind me of my cousin, right? It's the same bull crap that black men, like if she's saying, oh, well, your mama black, your sister black, your cousin black. Well, bitch, your freaking dad's Asian, your brother Asian, your sister Asian, your cousin Asian, right? So like Asian women, you can't use that same excuse. Why don't we just all face a reality? If men have low values, we're not attractive, regardless of Asian, black, whatever,
white,
right?
whatever.
And same
Hispanic.
thing with women. If you have low values, meaning if you're overweight, you're masculine, you're freaking loud and obnoxious, you have fake hair, I don't care what ethnicity you are. Majority of men don't want you, right? That is the freaking thing that we all need to focus on.
Can you imagine waking up in the morning, take all that makeup off, and then boop, your hair is coming out, your lashes. Well, I mean, I put fake lashes once in a while. Everything just come out. That's just not fair either for the men.
Just in general, men are very visual, right? I mean, think about it. The average weight of a black female in America is 185 pounds. Right? Asians, of course, are still the lightest, ethnicity, but even then, we have gone way higher than what it used to be in the 60s and 50s, right? 130 pounds was the average woman weight back in the 60s and 50s, right? Now it's 185 pounds is the average weight, right? Right? So that means black women are heavier than that, and then Asian women fall in the 160, 155 range. But still, guys, that's way more weight than most men find attractive.
And then if the man doesn't find them attractive, you're dissing them. We have certain criteria, preferences. Yeah. Why can't men have certain preferences? Yeah. Why do you guys have to diss the man? Hey, if he doesn't like you, your hygiene is not good, you're big, you're this and that, it's okay. That's his preference. So we can't dog that, You got to respect a man's decision just like a man respects your decision on certain things. There you go.
Last thing I'll say is
so
I think the last thing I'll say is black women are the equivalent to Asian men when it comes to this argument. And the reason why I say that is because their values are low when it comes to the female values. Hence why they're not getting the results they want. And Asian men, this is the lesson for us. Obviously black women have their own struggles. We have our own struggles to fight. So let's focus on us for the time being, right? Guys, the reason why we have poor outcomes is because our values are low. It's not because our Asian sisters are freaking racist. It's not because they're bananas or freaking Lulus. And now that we found out what that term means, right, honey? It's because we don't qualify for women. So wake up, get your freaking values high, and then qualify, right? Men always have to qualify. We ain't going to get a chance if we don't become.
Yeah.
Right? So, guys, that's the lesson of the video.
Be outgoing, man up, do your things, reach for, work hard, maintain your lifestyle better, all that stuff. And then trust me, people will be knocking at your doors.
Yep.
People will be knocking at your doors. Attitude is very important. If you're going to play that shy guy, nerdy guy, smelly guy, fat, overweight, and whatever else, and trust me, no one's going to be knocking at your door except another loser-ass girl. And if you want that, hey, matchmaking for you. But you know what? I don't think you want that. If you want somebody a little hotter or whatever else, trust me, up your game. Yeah. And you will get somebody who will appreciate and love you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, guys, I mean, you even have to do that just to get with normal girls nowadays. That's the thing that, you guys have to realize. Like, let's not even talk about hot girls at the moment. Let's just talk about the average woman. They're not going to give you a chance nowadays in this dating market. The average woman wants top tier guys, above average guys. And because Asian men are already stereotypically below average, you guys are already at a deficit because of your mindset, because of your guys' lack of awareness of the current dating market. So please wake up, get better, right? And then learn this mindset. Be aware of the truth. so that way you guys can have better outcomes.
Have a positive mind and let's
Okay.
reset. So mindset, reset. Let's be positive and let's do this. Okay, reset that mind, men.
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's go, Asian
All right,
brothers.
guys. Hopefully
See
you
ya.
guys learn, get some better results.
Mm-hmm.
Take you guys next time.
Bye.
Join us as we give you guys a glimpse into our lives, give you guys advice, hopefully give you guys entertainment value as well too, and provide you guys better outcomes.
Yes.